Hello guys, my name is Shanit Kavshkuranala and I'm a student of Nelson Marlborough Institute of Technology. This video is all about how to use Microsoft Active Directory domain services on the AWS Cloud Quick Start. Before I move forward, I should tell that I have already done this lab and I will guide you through it to complete it successfully. Now let's see what is AWS Quick Start. AWS Quick Start helps you to deploy popular solutions on AWS. Each quick start is designed by AWS solution architects or partners and make of AWS best practices for security and high availability. What is CloudFormation? CloudFormation gives developers and system administrators an easy way to create and manage a collection of related AWS resources, provisioning and updating them in an orderly and a predictable fashion. We can use AWS CloudFormation sample templates or create our own templates to describe the AWS resources. In our case, it's our ADDS and associated dependencies or runtime parameters required to run your application. You can modify and update in a controlled and predictable way. You don't need to pay any additional charge, and we pay only for the AWS resources needed to run your instances like EC2 instances and Elastic IPs. I have already designed and deployed ADDS with AWS Directory Services on the AWS Cloud. I used the created template to create a new template in a new region. Now I will teach you how to create a cloud formation. I have already created my cloud formation. I will just guide you through the set configurations. As you can see, my cloud formation is already created and it's completed. So let's start. First, let's start and let's click on create stack to create a cloud formation. Click on select a sample template and drop down the menu and choose from tools CloudFormer and click next. Here you have to give a stack name. You can give any name you like. So I will just give ADDS stack 7 and I will provide the password as password 01. You can provide any password you want. The username would be my name, Shanit. And here you have to create a new VPC. We need to create a new VPC because AWS doesn't allow duplication of resources. So we need to create a new VPC. After you have selected create new VPC, click on next. And here you can give a tag name so it will be easy for you to identify. So I will give ADDS stack CF cloud formation for CF. You don't have to select IAM role, identified access manager role, and click on next. And here you can review all the configurations you have given and you can click on create, but I'm not going to click on create. I have already created the cloud formation stack, so I will click on cancel. It will take around 15 minutes to create your cloud formation stack, so please be patient. When the stack is completed, you can go to click on the output tab. Before that, you have to select your CloudFormer stack, then click on outputs tab, and here you get the link. Click on this link and you will be redirected to another page, and click on OK here. Click on advanced, and here you have to provide your username. So my username would be Shanit and the password would be password 01. Here you can select the AWS region where you want to create the stack. So I have already chosen Oregon, and I will click on create template. Please be patient. It says analyzing your account. It will analyze and gather all the information so which is available in the region. And when you come to this template information, you have to give a template description so it's easy for you to identify. I can give ADDS CF, and you can click on continue. You can give DNS names if you need, but in here the root 53 hosted names are from my previous lab. It's my Dynastor website DNS records, so I don't have to click on this. So you can click on continue, and here you have to select the VPC that you created earlier. Here we have to select this VPC because it is the VPC of the ADDS that we created earlier, and these VPCs are for Dynastor. So I will select on this VPC and I will click on continue. It will take time. Here you can see 4 subnets are created and 1 internet gateway is created, and Amazon Virtual Private DHCP options, 1 option is created default, so you can move forward with the default configurations. Click on continue. Here Amazon Virtual Private Computer Network equals, it will automatically selected for you, so you don't have to worry, and the 4 route tables also will be automatically selected. So click on continue. Here you can choose the elastic IP which is associated with the remote desktop gateway, which is created by the ADDS when you created it. So select that IP. I have given 52.24.20.233.69 as my associated elastic IP with the remote desktop gateway. So I will select that and I will click continue. Here you have to choose auto scaling groups as ADDS scenario 3 selected and click on continue. Here it will automatically get selected for you for your auto scaling launch configuration, so you don't have to select any, so you can go with continue. Here you don't have to select any instances, so you can click on continue. You don't need to select any S3 buckets as well, so click on continue. You don't need any RDS DB subnet groups for your ADDS what you are going to design, so click continue. No application services as well, so click on continue. For security groups, you have to select the ADDS 2 security groups here, select this, and the domain controller security group for domain, so click on this for your EC2 instance and click on continue. Here all operational resources, you have nothing to select, so click on continue. Here you can modify the things for your easier, so you can identify it so easily. So I can give Shanit here as, and you have to click select all 3 of these things if you're changing stuff, so you can do modification for all the things for your easiness. So I will click on continue. Here I can give a template name and save it, and it will get saved in the S3 bucket, or you can copy this code and paste it on a Node++ or a notepad and save it. So I'm not gonna save it because I have already created it, so I will click on cancel. Now I will open the file which I have already designed. from my local file. I have saved it in my computer, so I will choose that file. I will click open. As you can see, this is my template design, and here I can validate it. If I'm getting any errors, it will show while it get validated. So no errors, so I can create the stack. It will redirect to the stack template. Here you can click next because it's already specified the path location, your S3 bucket. So click on next. Here you can give a stack name, like I can give Shanit 932903. And availability zones, you can choose availability zones 2A, 2C or 2B. You can choose any 3 or 2 availability zones according to your wish. Here you can choose T2 micro as your instances, and for the key pair name I can use web server 123, and I can keep these default private subnet 1A siders and public subnet 1A siders. So I will click on next. Here you can give a tag, like I can give name and Shanat CF 932903. It's for your it's easy for you to identify, and I will click on next. In the review page you can see all the configurations you have given to your stack. So I will click on create, and I will refresh this page so you can see the creating stack. I will refresh it again. In here you will get an error. Here I'm getting an error because we cannot create in the same region. As you can see, it says the maximum number of VPCs has been reached. So I have to create this template in another region. So you can deploy it in a new region. So you can select regions from here, either Ohio, North California, Oregon, Central Canada. So I have choose North Virginia for my deployment. So you can open your save template from the same place. So I'm not going to open it because I have already opened it, and you can compare your code from the cloud formation you created here. Here as you can see, I have opened the JSON query code pane, so you can see the code clearly. And in here, the previously I have created in Oregon, and it gave me a rollback. So in here you can paste these codes, and you have to change the availability zone. And here North Virginia is 1A, 1D and 1C, so you can use US East 1B, and you have to give the AMI. You can click on the code, and you can control F, and you can type AMI, and it will give you an AMI, the AMI code line. In here you have to paste an instance from the same region. So in order to do that, you can go to your EC2 instances. You can choose North Virginia. In here you can click on instances and launch instance. In the AMI you can choose Windows R2 base. This AMI you have to paste it there. So, and you have to get a key name. In order to create a key name, you have to go to again EC2 instance, and in here you can go to key pairs, and you can create a key pair. I have already created a key pair, so just give a key pair name and click on create, and it will download it for you. So in every single code you have to change the availability zones and the necessary, and you have to be careful with the brackets. If the brackets are not properly placed, you will get an error. And if you complete this successfully without any errors, as I told you, if we want to complete this create stack without any errors, we need to change code for respective regions, like for subnets EC2 and key pairs, and the security groups like ingress and egress. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you.